The sector initiative to create a common platform. So, and its objective, main objective is to within the company of the sector. Number two, undertaking lobbying advocacy and research. Third one, to act as a center of excellence for information dissemination. And last one is very related. We facilitated on access to source of including no liquidity. Last year, people in commercial bank, up to downstream bank, very successful. Before that, on the state-owned banks, we used to put a farm into and at the moment, TSF is our largest intervention in terms of the funding. And second is even commercial banks and also our clients. Client deposit. We will be more. You don't have any deposit taking money. Yes, yeah, no, not public deposit, not public. No, that everybody is doing. We don't do. That is the major difference. No, Grameen Bank is no more a MFI. Grameen Bank is a bank. It is scheduled bank. Right. A license from the central. Yes, it's a central bank. At the moment, amount of is almost 9 billion US. 9 billion. All of the so we believe, unlike in India, if you keep like few members or taking or sharing their deposits, the clients of the summer, because they are always trying to save, but they can go to the bank. Everybody has something at the lowest step. So that is easily say you can. What is the client protection? Savers protection. What is the regulator? Savers protection. One protection they have is that generally that 80% of their outstanding payments. Yeah, yes. Out of 80% of the they also don't keep the savings in MFI is not a bank. They have to keep the savings in some other bank. The bank. I think it's saying, why we are also doing the same here in India. So there is savings. So they say MFI, okay, when your time comes. इधर से हो जाए कंप्लीट हो जाए CPF at the moment the CPF has 741 million MFI including RAR, which is the largest NGO in the world. Second, ASHA, the largest MFI in the world. And the Yankee one, it's a member-based organization, so membership comes from places. So, and the CDF, as I said before, the CDF has its own building in Dhaka. Our main problem is in creating the MRA, you will not believe that government didn't want to regulate. Rather, we lobby for it under the leadership of CBA because there was a small worry among the government of it's non-commercialization. So to make good the gap of the understanding between the sector and people. We were looking for that
That question is never very good question. It's a means of making rapport with the government. So, our regulator and the additional secretary level officer who the vice chairman and you want to come. Yeah, you are supposed to, but even laboratory has started to try, but it did not get that government order. When the government order, you don't get the we enjoy.
He said,
So PKSF, I also mentioned a little bit about it. PKSF is a wonderful creation.
so PKC is not a member of India,
No, it's a wholesale funding agency.
because they are not in the.
Yeah. Only the MFIs who have been license created with MRI. The last is should be BMD. He also pointed out about some charts. Same in Bangladesh. The government of the cutting more. But we try to make them understand. It's a package. It includes credit, other financial service, even if we count or calculate the cost, it will come down to 15-16. Apparently, this is 22%.
What is the cap? What is the cap given by MRI?
MRI, 22%. But if you go to the group and ask them, please, Sangeeta, little bit more money, the client will do that. You don't care for.
Yeah, that's good. All the studies across the globe, it has told.
We need money, more money, and just on time. So in Bangladesh, if you at the midnight, if you are in a problem, then if you ask the MFI, and then nobody respond, but the bank cannot do it. No,
They have their.
right. A comment and tomorrow. But because MFI is not always with their clients. During the COVID-19 situation, government announced lockdown, stopping investment and taking the repayment. But almost all the clients, they try to make the payment of the installment. They know if they pay the installment, they will get more money. And it's very easy money. Sometimes I ask the central bank people, when your conventional banking system gives loan to somebody, they pay lot of money. Without securing the loan, they cannot make loan. But we have at the moment 40 million clients, and all loans are free of collateral. Recovery rate is more than 99%. I sometimes say, we have one collateral. The collateral is our report, our mutual confidence. The client believes that if he or she repays the installment, he will get another. So our main challenge at the moment in lobbying with the government, not to misunderstand. There is a committee at the moment working with the CBN to working to calculate out what is the actual cost of the loan.
Okay. Thank you very much. Over to Mr. Mondal.
Yeah.
Very
Good
briefly.
evening. Good evening, Namaskar. I am the shortest introduction. Myself, Parthu Mandal. I am presently working for Lavard the National Bank for Development Financial Institution in the country. Our headquarters is in Mumbai, but however, presently I am stationed in Kota. So I do look after MFI sector and also other sectors. So NABARD, besides doing all these activities and developmental activities, we also are the supervisors of, just now they were talking about regional rural banks and cooperative banks. So these are the major ground level, rural financial institutions. So this is what we do. And this, I think, these are we taking
Thank you very much.
because we are working with quite a lot.
Now we are not leaving him as this Navadian.
No,
He is
I-
now from Southern.
That's what I'm saying. So I think we had a debate, a small debate, like he asked. He had a query that whether the exchange, MFIs are collecting deposits. I think this is the only country wherein MFIs are not collecting deposits. They are not supposed to collect deposits.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the moment the regulation, the moment they are given this exemption, that they can also collect deposits, there will be a lot of other regulatory.
What is the logic of the government behind it? It's basically the central bank of the country. We don't want to make the
Deposits, yeah.
the depositors at least. So the first concern is towards, or the first duty is to support, protect the depositors.
Safeguard the deposits.
Yes, correct. You asked a very valid question. What is the, what the protection? So that is exactly that training also has to. So definitely we don't know. Okay, so now let me just give a small. I think first of all, let me welcome all to we are really thankful to all of you and especially Praveen for enabling us to come together as a group. Because we know that we were planning to have a network of a separate network. So we are trying to create a network within the Africa fold. Africa is one of the largest networks in the world. It's all development institutions, so can we create a platform on the Africa and be a associate? That's what we discussed last time.
Yes.
Online meeting. Of course, we are not there in that meeting. We were Basunda was there, but from the other side of the Avalsa was not there. So Mr. K was there. And now one member was there. So that's what we are trying to see. We can we have, it doesn't need to remain. Now itself, so much information gap is there. There's a lot of things we can learn each other. So that's what we are trying to see. That group can be profitable. Now coming to India, the southern India network. As you know, this is the 25th year of our network. As Nana said, we started in 1992. And we are 91. It's their story of 31 years. We started in 1992. So we are 23 years. And for information, I was also with NABARD. For a long period. I retired in from NABARD. And then after that, I came to Southern and so there are two models of microfinance in the country. One is the model which NABARD has started in 1980. It is the SHG model, self-help group. In our self-help group means a group of members of up to 20. So average number is around 30, close to 30. But there are groups up to 80, 19, 20 and so on. But it never, generally does not go below 10. So average number is around 12. These self-help groups are groups of informal groups, they are not registered groups. They are groups of mostly women, 99%. They come together for meeting their own financial needs. One of the financial needs is for savings. You already said there is a need for the they are looking for some financial platform to save. So one is to save. Second is to In self-help group, what the model is for, the members were, the 10 members or 12 members or 15 members of that group, they are, unless they are being told to take every, in a regular way, maybe we or what they are told to do, that's what they take a seat. In the sense, it's called print, it's smaller. 50 rupees, 20, 100 rupees, whatever it is, small amount is putting. So for the first 6 months, the money which they collect on a regular saving, that is used for lending within the group, small amounts, very small amounts. So they get a practice of taking the saving, lending to the members, keeping the accounts, calculating interest, collecting the repayments, so they get an experience of. Once they experience that, after 6 months, they get a larger quantum of money from a formula next year. It is unique formula. That money is decided based on the savings they have. If they are mobilized 100 rupees, they will be given 100 rupees, 200 rupees, or 300 rupees. That's the way it was to be. So this is how, so you get a larger amount. When you get a larger amount, you can meet larger needs. This is how the self-help group. So, the savings is a point. And also credit is part. And credit is given one from their own saving initially. Second, they get money from the bank as borrowing. That is the process. This is one model which we will currently run parallel. In 95, this started in 92. This model started in 92. In 95, 93, there was another model scheme. That is what normally when you say microfinance, generally these people apply. SG model is a different model. Although they are also microfinance. But when you say microfinance, the model which we have talked about, this is the second model which came in 2006, which is more similar to the Gandhi model, but taken some few from the SG model. So there what they are done is that there the group is formed of small 5 to 6 or 8 members, normal 6 to 7 members. They are one growing liability group because their members come together and they come together only for the purpose of borrowing. There is no savings in it. They are not allowed to do it. They come together for borrowing. So if a person wants some people want some money to be borrowed, they come as a group. They get into an arrangement called a joint liability agreement. When this joint liability agreement means each one will be liable for others. So this joint liability concept is there. So based on that, we borrow from the microfinance institutions are initially it was NGOs. They started as NGOs. Subsequently, the central bank said that it is better they convert themselves as non-banking companies to be registered companies. And thereafter, it was also a separate group of companies were created as NBFC, MFIs, non-banking companies, microfinance system. So if I have to be a MFI, better to be registered as a company and take a registration from the Reserve Bank, the Central Bank, that is non-banking MFI. But there are other forms of MFI also. There are NGOs, there are still NGOs acting as MFI, but there are limited ways. They only play a small role. There are societies, like Section 8 companies, non-profit. They're all non-profit, non-NBFC companies. But mostly non-NBFC companies are in there. They all give loans in group mode, smaller groups of joint liability groups, but they don't pay. Generally, the capital comes from the bank or financial institution like city. These are the financial institutions. Or even bigger NBFCs, bigger non-banking companies also do. So this is the way it works. There is investments. those investments are there. The capacity investments are going towards equity. But funding support is mostly taken for them. This is how the kind of these are the key ones. Currently, if you ask me, under the MFI model, that is the microfinance and MFI model, there is around 42 billion USD, 44 billion USD. Similarly, in the SNG model, it is 2 trillion Indian rupees, 2 trillion Indian rupees somewhere around must be around 20, around the 80 billion or so. 80 billion USD. Okay. So this is how the growth. Now coming to Sagan, are you making a presentation of Sagan?
We will go a bit of presentation.
And just to this network started in 1999, mostly with the people who started the SNG, first this SNG model was the regular model, and MFIs had just started coming in. So it was more to cater to the needs of the SNG, the people who promote SNGs and those kind of things, and all the roles which you told the quality of agency or supporting the mobilization everything, whatever you said, around we have and we have been there. So SFG model and the bank model. So both models interest rate is the same. Yeah, very different. SFG, because it is money comes from the bank. Generally money comes from the bank. So right now normally it is less, but it is nothing like that. It is a division of the group. If money comes to the group, and then group gives to the member. So there are many groups which charge only what the bank has. Or maybe a little 1% more or 2% more, maybe so maybe different yeah. But from the bank, the interest rate would be somewhere around 10%, 11%, 12%. Yes, sir. So what they do is that this is also dependent on the group decision. Group is entirely group. Because money comes to the group. So by group, the decisions only the premium. 8 for 2%, and another group can make 3%. You are right. Yeah. There is no such kind of indicator. It's a group decision. But in MFI, there is a norm prescribed by Reserve Bank or Central Bank about the interest rate. Earlier it was a capping interest rate. So see, earlier there was a capping like you can't take more than 10% of the market. That is fund cost. Fund cost. What is your fund cost? Fund cost is the cost of borrowing. Cost of funds. Cost of funds plus 10% margin. Plus that was the and also they had put the upper margin of some 26%, 27%. That is 2.75 times of the average base.
Average base rate of the
Base rate of five major commercial. Some formula is that. So normally it works out somewhere around 26%. But that is an upper limit. But within that there is a limit that you can't charge more than 10% over your cost. So cost of fund plus this was a voted area. But now in 22 after the COVID was affected and many after and also so I think well that the sector has become sufficient to take care of itself or their they have become more responsible in their income. Now it has been free. The industry has been free. So I think there is also the different interest rate on
Yeah. Now it is.
Depends on the cost of funds.
No, sir, it is not in deregulated.
MFI take decision based on their cost of funds.
Exactly. So RBI said you have to decide about your interest rate based on your cost of funds, your transaction cost, your risk cost, your margin you have to run your PP sustainable. So based on a formula, now each MFI has to have a policy first by the board of the MFI, and based on that board, policy, they need to work out. So now the interest rates are, based on the, now the, after the deregulation, we found that interest rates are. So naturally, there was some kind of an artificial, limitation of the interest rate area. Now with the trading of interest rates, they are able to, decide by their own, with their own formula or their own, the freedom which they have. Increase of impact, reach the 50%. That is not possible, you know. So 50% all of the remains the same, but the other thing, in your case, at least the savings are come. I'm saving something of you. Saving 7.5%. Okay. So you are minimum interest rate in that. So we can pay the 50% of the interest. So 7.5 is the interest rate. Your cost of funds should be somewhere around 7 to 8%. We are growing from the commercial bank, yeah? and the commercial bank, the interest rate up to 12%, 11 to 12%. Then how we can make the 50%? There, how many sustain? So this is the problem. So okay,
So that's where we can learn from each other. How are we doing?
Yeah.
In many of our terrains, the same kind of things are there. So thank you very much.
There's a cancer. I would like to say something. Would you like to say something, Mr. Khan? Did you hear what we are told?
It's the introduction. No. Please mute from his end. Okay, fine. So thank you. Welcome. This
8:45.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine. So welcome for the second meeting of this Association of Associations. I will take 5 minutes from you to honor you people. Give me 5 minutes and I will start formally. So I will like to request Mr. Mamen if you can honor.
Oh. Home one and home two.
Oh, one and two. Please. Please come here. Yeah, very good. You can go that side also, no problem.
Yes.
Just a small.
Just a token.
Stall.
Hi, yeah. Yes, thank you.
Home two.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Please look at it. Please look at that.
Me too. Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh my God.
Just remember.
Yes. From Sabah.
You are the one who brought us together.
Grandfather of the association.
Like after I visit this place, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. For the photo.
Yeah.
Back.
If also you are feeling cold. No, Mr. Mondal, please go. Sorry, literally.
No.
Now you are the part of.
Now you are the part of this game.
Yes. Always. No, but he usually robbed you from, robbed you from.
No, no.
No, thank you so much, yeah.
Now, Sangeeta, prepare of this your budget and send it to Mr. Mohan. We have brought it. That's what. That's what.
We can have a group photo.
Group photo together. Then
With this.
and we will take a list.
Okay, with this.
You guys can sit down, so we can sit.
Oh, okay.
Come.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come this side too. What's up?
Don't make it very, very.
No. Bilkul.
Yeah.
Ajo Sunny. Now, it's on. Sit there. Give up Ajay. Mr. Mandal, come here.
No.
Come here.
I understand.
Okay, fine. See, Ajo?
Sandeep.
We definitely appreciate if you share the picture.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please take your seat as soon as possible. Let us start.
I think they can leave now. आपको जा सकते हैं अभी।
हाँ, अभी तो फोटो वोटो हो गया, आप लोग जा सकते हैं।
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. With you. So, yeah. So apart from what Mr. Mohammed has told, we do have one recognition from Reserve Bank of India that we are the self-regulatory organization. Only one self-regulatory organization across globe. So it is an intermediary agency between the regulator and the microfinance institutions. So we monitor the whole segment and we report to them. So if Reserve Bank or Central Bank needs any kind of report, any kind of understanding, any kind of support, we give them. And Southern being very inclusive institution, means we do have for-profit, we do have not-for-profit, we have this your savings model, we do have credit model, all these models are there. So our data and everything is very strong and very, what do you call it, very, very inclusive data we. So for that reason, our central bank rely on our data.
If you are not SRO, what is the problem?
If it is not SRO, I can tell you one thing. I'm telling you, because all of us, we are insiders. I don't have any problem to tell you very openly. So when this, you probably you know that there was a crisis in Indian marketing, 2010.
2009-10.
It was a bad crisis. It happened in 10 October, and in August, that time, this chair of the board, we could understand from our data analysis something is going wrong over there. And Jassy then wrote them that, dear members, there is some problem. Please restrict yourself. Please look at your operation. It fell on deaf ears of the members. They didn't do that one. And what happened? You saw. That was the crisis. And next 4 years, it was completely stalled. The market was completely stalled. Now, our being an SRO, it gave us more, what do you call, it is not really very tight news, but we got some hold on them. We can tell that this is, everything is fine, but you are not doing right. We go there, we do the field investigation, we do get the data, everything. If we are seeing that this is not wrong, yes, they are our members. So what we do, we inform them, we sound them that this is the problem in your field and this is the data thing. Still, if they are not listening us, we escalate it to the Reserve Bank. So this is a wheat we have got, but this is a very soft wheat.
I just wanted to add one point to the question you asked. If you are not an SRO, what you are. See, the point is that in case of that is, you have exclusively regulatory body for the which can afford to monitor and regulate any number of policies. You are on the 2070 members. They have a mechanism because it is only for that. In India, we don't have a separate regulatory institution. Reserve Bank is a central bank is a regulatory institution. Central bank has much more bigger things to do. They have monetary policy, they have a concern about the monetary policy, they are concerned about the regulation of the financial market. There are so many other things, policy issues. So microfinance does not come as a major requirement of the Reserve Bank. That is the reason, see, since 2010 when this crisis started, Reserve Bank did not even look at that. The central bank did not even. The small also small, hardly 10,000 crore or so, part of the portfolio. So, but then central bank said that it's a small one, it's a very, very figure, it's just a rounding off figure only. Yesterday somebody said, it's just like a rounding off figure for a million. So let it happen the way it is happening, and let it have their own means of because we have having a crisis. But the moment the crisis happens, then central bank felt that there is a need to have some regulatory rules. That's how the regulation was started. And central bank took over the regulation. But central bank cannot regulate all the 200, 300 institutions. They have their own limitation. They have central bank is a smaller part of their whole job. So they said that let there be self-regulatory organizations so that they can keep a watch on them. And if there is a need, they can come. And we will do the as an interface.
So this is the interface between this one, but it has also give us a little bit of age to monitor the segment. Earlier also we were doing the same thing. There was a discussion on that if the banks are also doing microfinance. So in India, many banks are doing microfinance directly or indirectly. So it is also happening. So I will take 1 minute and let me introduce the secretariat, the people we are working for. I'm Shoiban. I work for Sadhan. This is my colleague Sangeeta. So Sangeeta is also working with me. Ritu Partner, she will also work in this association's thing. She will help us with packaging the things. Sunny is on data side. He will collect the data and everything. He will help us to do the analyze. Sangeeta will majorly collect the data, and this is the discussion we were having on self-regulatory organization. She will help us to give some insight.
No, sir, I agree with. So that since there are interface, it's very small issue. Even it's a early warning in the industry, we can take it up to others so that they are aware very early and can before
Any problem?
yes, there is a crisis. It can, yeah, I mean, we can prevent the crisis.
And this SRO thing is definitely a new learning from India because I don't
Yes.
think anywhere I can say
Across globe, we don't have it. So this is what, this is our conference, and Southern Africa, as Mr. Mohammed has already introduced, that we were trying to learn from each other. But this is a new initiative where we are having this meeting. This is a nomenclature we have developed. It can be changed as well. And so this is where we are standing. We wanted to learn from each other, but it was so much spread over that we couldn't do much. So we thought, why not to bring everyone together and let us start this initiative. So this is the second meeting. The first meeting was the virtual one, and Sadhan and Apraka has started this initiative. Both of us, we do have similar kind of objectives, especially on the livelihoods and also financial services. So it also helped us to bind together, understand each other. Then this is possibly the objective, that building up the regional level structured knowledge, understand the gaps and challenges, and definitely build up a working agenda for sector for inclusive growth of the unreached population. This is what we have framed. We are open to revise it. So this is the first one, first draft. We'll send everyone. Then please
Yeah, you can give
Right,
your
right.
views back.
views on that one. This is where we are standing this in microfinance 2023's data, which we have this Bharat Microfinance, the recent one is carrying. So we are looking forward. So you can tell a bit of data. Why don't you tell?
We are serving the.
He's the man behind data.
This is basically only the MFI data. So we are serving nearly 53 million borrowers, like 532 lakh borrowers. So there are different category of lenders, NBFC, MFI, society, trust, section 8, private limited companies. So this is just the breakup of borrowers, lender wise. And then we categorize the lenders according to their portfolio size also. So like if the MFI has portfolio below 100 crores, so we categorize them as small MFI, then medium, then large, then very large.
Yeah, second.
But I just intervene here. So in India, there are many kinds of institutions who are giving microfinance loans.
Different
There are banks, small finance banks, NBFC, MFI, which is a recognized category of our
NBFC.
central bank. Then there is also NBFC, which is not entirely in microfinance, they do retail loans also, but they are also under the regulation of central bank. Then there are other categories like section 8 companies, they are also under a regulation. And apart from that, then there are like not-for-profit organizations which are cooperatives, society, trust, they're registered as that. It doesn't come directly under purview of central bank's regulation, but as a member of an SRO, they are also maintaining the proper regulation and we
They're
are
following the
providing
regulations.
some.
Yeah.
Yes, and we are also providing the compliance and data of this organization to our central.
And the 2 points I just want to add, if you see the data very clearly, it shows that the non-banking finance companies which are registered under the Reserve Bank of India as microfinance institutions, NBFC, MFIs, they have around 80% of the. They are serving 80% of the total. Other ones are all very small players, although their number may be. So the question again, Avansa, you asked, only the first category is getting regulated by central bank. The other, the ones, their number is more. See, we have out of 225, NBFC MFIs are only around 100. Around 100 only. So remaining 200, 150 members are not regulated by the government. So that is why a self-regulated organization like that, unless you have a separate specialized organization created like you are in Bangladesh. Number one. Number two is that within that category itself, if you see, the larger ones which are having more than
2,000,
say 20 billion Indian rupee portfolio, they control around 80% of the share. So they are the greater share.
Their number may be small,
Yeah.
but their portfolio.
You are asking how you asked about the report. So the microfinance institutions usually send the reports.
Yeah.
That's the line. The same the SAVAN. The SAVAN compiled all of the.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the same to
That is
central bank.
Yeah, they prepare the template based on the requirement of the central bank, and according to their say.
We are intermediary. We are on the acting or we are.
And very fortunately that we have the most historical data with us, which give this our government, Reserve Bank of India relying on the central for their decision making. So I'm not going through this one. So overall, our
But this
portfolio.
is basically the MFI's portfolio. The industry portfolio is around 3.58 lakh crores, like 3,58,000 crores. So this is the MFI data based on 230 MFI data. So currently it's now like 1,79,855 crores. So apart from that, there are banks portfolio also, SFB's portfolio. So this is only pertaining to the MFI data. This excludes the banks and SFB's data.
So, if we look at the banking SOPs, so they have around 40% of the market share currently. And others, 60% is owned by this institution, 230.
So one thing, so we have given you the data to understand microfinance. It is Indian microfinance, like the domain, it is very tough to tell you in 1 hour or something. It has to really explore to understand. We are working for, like I'm working for last 20 years, still every day I grapple to understand what exactly is happening. So it's very complex, but it's very interesting to watch, you know. So this is what we do. And also I need to introduce Sandeep. Sandeep will give us all the logistics as he gives to everyone. He will give us all the. So this is what we do. One portion is self-regulatory organization portion, which is the monitoring one, what we were discussing. One is your industry building. So industry building means we do have so many these institutions. We engage with them, try to help their challenges and everything, to do policy advocacy, through capacity building, through knowledge gathering, so all these things. So another one is knowledge development. So today you have got this Bharat Microfinance report. This is this thing which is very important for us. This is the base of everything, our policy advocacy, our activities, everything. And as I was telling you, you have the most historical data for this country. And one segment is capacity building. Over the period of time, as the requirement of the industry has changed. First, like 2001 to 2005, it was much more structural, how to structure. 2005 to 2010, it was much more how to manage the liquidity. 2003 on to 2010 onwards, it was much more like how to put the regulations, like invite the regulation in our system. Then started a lot of initiatives, microfinance plus initiative started. So that kind of capacity building. Now, once again, our capacity building is much more policy oriented. That is policy or these policy people like the police, then civil service, civil servants. If they don't understand, it's a big problem for us. We are trying to do a lot of capacity building for them, apart from other things. So this is what Southern it is in a frame. So major this thing, loans we do have savings, we do have insurance, remittance, MSME, health, wash, housing, climate resilience. Most of the things we do possibly through our this associations. In our industry also, this kind of product we see. This is one data. This is not that much important. Now we are coming to our this thing. That's a brief of our Indian. This is your network for micro. This is nominal. We have nomenclature, put a nomenclature like this. So this is where we were discussing to bring everyone together to have a cross learning, to have a kind of understanding that what today only this handful of this your countries are here. Still, we are trying to understand that what is happening in each country. Now, it is a big one. It is so much of learning actually. Not what we are doing. It is so much of learning that Awal Bhai was asking that about what's the problem in saving. What's the problem if we are not getting SRO this time? So all these things from you also we can learn a lot of things.
That more information also, apply candidate from the reserve species, after seeing the other projects are working there, projects are working there, we prepare a note and 2020. So this is in the basic paper we can do. Bother to look at
Yes, I have seen that. Also, this was our first meeting, and when we were trying to get everyone together, this was on 27th June, our first meeting.
Africa was there, Southern was there, Cambodia was there, Laos was there,
Nepal,
Indonesia was also there.
Indonesia.
So two of them we are missing.
Yeah. We will gather everyone. The way it's 20 before 25 years, Southern started with scratch. So now the discussion was there, aggregating sectoral documents as a compendium. So unfortunately, we have sent, fortunately, we have sent it to everyone, all the associations. Unfortunately, we didn't get from anyone. So now so we will take it forward. Please now after this meeting, we will send a format. Please do. It is to aggregate that what kind of portfolio do you have. Then once again,
Portfolio issue, more details about the operation.
Right. I will show that one. And it would be also interesting that if we can build up an understanding, like one day Bangladesh will give us a presentation and we will try to understand. One day Myanmar will do a presentation. One day India will do a presentation maybe. Then we will try to understand. It will be huge knowledge for us. So sensitization, other stakeholders, area specific, it is to take it forward. That how can we take it forward? That's what we have discussed. This is what we are thinking. Why this initiative? One is this complexity of the models. Every country has lot of models. I know Philippines, it has different models. Then we do have this, which one? This Cambodia, they have different models. And in Philippines, possibly we do have different, this your regulated body also. So then gaps in the capability of the inclusive finance. Maybe we can facilitate this, although we are doing this inclusive finance and this livelihood, but still we may do a lot of things. So why livelihood? It is also microfinance plus. We are doing a lot of things. Why not to bring the knowledge together? Then also that flexibility of the products. In India, I'm telling you that we don't have a very flexible product. Same kind of product, we are investing in different things. And we are calling that's our portfolio. So if we can learn from you, then maybe for agriculture, you have a different model, you have a different product. Why not to use that model? While if in India, you do have different things, you can also take from us. Then also this, you're reaching out to the ultra poor. This is one of the segments possibly I would love, looking forward to learn from you that how are you going to tell the ultra poor, or we are going to the threshold poor who can give us the dependence. So we need to do that one. So this is what it is. We were thinking, so we are open for suggestions that if we can do something more. This contour of the initiatives, what will we be doing for simply is this policy analysis, knowledge development, capacity building of the association and the employees, and also joint advocacy. One joint advocacy which has already been started from Bangladesh. Mr. Mohammed has learned this your savings model, and he has sent a mail to Reserve Bank of India. Maybe someday we will try to take someone from Reserve Bank of India to learn that how is it working and where the challenges. So this kind of thing, and then we can do a lot of joint advocacy. Then industry and association, like this Asia Pacific region, we are targeting financial capabilities. We are talking about not only financial inclusion, how to do it properly. So financial capabilities, ESG is one of the segments we are looking forward. Then this technology, then SRO and monitoring, which we can also help you to understand how is it working. Then your bridging the policy makers and regulators, which is very much important. And to Africa, we can always do this one. We are looking forward for this. Climate, not climate also, yes.
Yes.
Environment, that one.
Environment, social and governance is ESG.
Yes.
But climate is also part of the climate is a separate order.
Okay. Sangeeta put a note. And we may develop a task forces on each of this, each of the countries. Each of the countries.
The numbers.
We can reduce the numbers.
Yes.
Okay, we can do that one. We will have a discussion on it, and then we can reduce the number.
Because SRO and bridging the policymakers is the same.
Yeah.
So we can have one. Technology, scope, digital, all one. Climate and ESG
One.
Capabilities, not only financial,
Yes.
just capabilities.
That
That will
is-
include the financial, HR, everything.
Perfectly fine. So we can put the task force on everything. Every country will lead that one. One task force. They will be calling the meeting, they will convening the meeting, it will be virtual, physical, whatever possible. And then we can work on it, develop things. And then there is this major little bit of activities we have put on over here. Identify and engagement with the local stakeholders and experts to share the efficiencies. In every country, we do have these experts who can help in lot of things. In Bangladesh, maybe there is someone who can help across this your Asia Pacific region for something. Maybe in Myanmar there is someone. Maybe in India there are a couple of institutions I know personally they can do this one. So we can bring them on board and we can develop the capacity. both physical and non-physical. And
Here, I just, before we, okay. I had a discussion with PKSF. He said that, principally, PKSF has no problem of joining, because that will be the engagement of the stakeholders, not only the association, but also the systemically important institute. So we can write that this is not only the association of the associations, but also can be systemically important institutions. So that would be right one.
I think it should.
And then he said, but he said that they are officially joined this other Opraka, because they are also member of Opraka, 50 cases. So they said if you can send us a, yes, just the one you prepared already. Why we need that, what are the benefits and what the value will be added to each of us. So that value is important, value proposition. I think we discussed on the value proposition.
Yeah.
So I think then there will be no issues for them to, be.
That can be, we can also identify some other institutions in other countries.
Yeah. That's why,
For that matter.
yeah, systemically important, that's all. Then it will cover everything.
that's interesting. Thank you for written response.
One thing,
Yes.
to give at the moment some experience of association. So, for example, South Asia might be some. So we are someone is based in Sri Lanka. At the moment, the office is in Islamabad, and I'm the co-chairman. So I think how we can get the network to do this initiative. We can,
Yes,
yeah,
we can create,
gather some.
we can create.
Explore all these, Southeast. See, Southeast, you say ASEAN, ASEAN, we do not have anything. The Southeast Asia, we do not have anything like that.
Because South Asia is the hub of microfinance.
Yes.
Yeah, but where is the taxonomy of microfinance? Don't see any taxonomy of microfinance. What you say microfinance? Finance and microfinance also by the BAC. When the finance with GLG, they say it's a microfinance. So there is no valid taxonomy globally on the microfinance. Whatever you provide to the poorest of the poor are microfinance. So it is not necessary that it is the hub. They also do a lot of microfinance in Indonesia. I think we discussed it. Yeah.
Commercial bank
Also do. So,
Like in India.
what you can do is that if you need, you can also write it. You and maybe comment and also look at becoming part of the community.
So we can develop a category with Sadhan's experience I'm telling you. So there's not for profit, there's for profit. So we can have this association of microfinance, we can have this PKSF kind of thing systemically, this important institution, we can have this networks, we can bring everyone together. Why not? At the end of the day, we are going to support this downtrodden women. Poor people.
Umbrella organization like Africa, this is a much more overarching than any other. So it gives a lot of steps. So probably we can even bring the IIT network also part of this association.
Yeah, so we can do that one. So that's the category we will develop. And also like we have to explore one thing, that financing the initiatives. So we need to really put our mind in it. Definitely Sadhan will do whatever necessary, but all of our associations, we need to, maybe we can put together under the aegis of Apraka and Sadhan, we can write a proposal for the microfinance sector development. I have talked to HSBC that at a point of time before like 10, 12 years, we Sadhan developed the capacity of 10 associations across globe, 10, 12 associations. So they came here, we for 7, 8 days, they were here, Sandeep was there for the coordination. So we developed the capacity on how to collect the data and how to process the data and develop the report. then one thing we that how to manage the field, how to do the policy advocacy. Policy advocacy part I was doing, that how to gather the data, what are the like process to process the information and come up with a policy paper. I was doing that one. So other colleagues were doing. So there were like 6, 7 parameters were there, and we were developing the capacity. So this kind of thing, why not? So maybe one segment we can go to one of the countries and we can have a training over there, then we can do it. So we will develop the process. So I was at that time in city, there was somebody called Aluka Majumdar. So Aluka was coordinated. So I was trying to communicate to her. Now she is the for your corporate communication, she is the international head. So I was trying to communicate with her, Aluka, but I couldn't reach her. Possibility is how much.
No, and let's go a little bit back. You say financing the initiative. So what are the initiatives? So let us finalize what we all maybe we suggest. Some of the initiative as Saival was trying to say. So once the initiatives are approved by the members, then we start thinking about how to get the finance. Because there are many institutions or international donors are available. Those who support this type of institution building. For example, like in '89, APRAC actually supported NABARD with the GIZ fund for this SHG program. Yes. So APRAC was the initiator of this SHG program, but in 6 countries. Only but Thailand and India so that Vietnam, it was a failure because of this strong women empowerment system there. Indonesia failure, Philippines failure, Cambodia failure. So only NABARD and BAC. And there are a lot of exchanges between now the current currency or president of BAC has also visited NABARD only. So there are a lot of exchange also. So these are the initiatives. First, we have to understand what are the initiatives. As you said, you want to build the capacity, for example, Nepal. Okay. So they must tell you that what are the gaps in it. After listening all these things. And then they will identify that these are the areas we need something. That is initiative. So we can collect 2, 3 initiatives and then go back to the organization, or maybe we can collectively also come out with our some funding for that.
Okay.
So I think that is a better way to funding will not be a factor if we identify the right risk.
Okay. Totally agree. If we show the real impact, definitely funding will come.
Or were you looking at some kind of a support for the certificate to be given?
Yeah, I mean, for the time being, we may do it, but when it is going, then
That
there's
is most
necessary.
important.
There is
That is most important. One coordinator is required at least initially to start with a coordinator. So maybe Apraga can support 25% of one person, and then 75% may come from Sada. So that we can make the money for the time.
Yeah.
And then we can put a cap like we will work up with 1 year, and then by that time we have some kind of funding arrangement so that this will be
Okay. Okay. So then any suggestion on the activities from Myanmar, from Nepal? Yeah, from Myanmar, any suggestion from South Africa?
Yeah, actually, and also invest content from this level, sharing our challenges and experiences, but also fundamentals. Also, we are in the network of Asia.
Teacher.
Asia, yes, it is another. Other actually. Yeah, we have a Cambodian Microfinance Association.
Yeah.
We are also in it. And also, there is another two, like Philippines, microfinance, comes up before, and how microfinance will function before so like that way, we also provide support support and programs and other things. So such kind of network we have, and different. So it's
Only that four are already now.
Laos, Myanmar, Microfinance Association,
Now Cambodia, Myanmar,
Cambodia.
developed.
Yeah, four. It's
But only they must.
And they are doing only capacity building.
yes, mostly they support for the capacity building, and also we have some of the programs. It's arranged.
Right.
So it is also exchanging from invited from other countries like yes, of course, from India, Ethiopia, and also Cambodia. Other speakers can sharing their experiences. I think Bangladesh also included because in Myanmar we have the MFI, foreign MFI. It's also from Cambodia and Bangladesh. India also we have. They are 100%. In Japan and Korea also.
Yes, they are the major.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly in Myanmar, we have based on the equity, yes, investment for tier 1, 2, 3. Mainly tier 3 are local and tier 1 are foreign and tier 2 is like that. And similar to the impact from benefits also, because we have also different regulatory bodies. You are also, yes, central bank is mostly control for the private bank and other central bank. We have the semi-government banks, private banks, and foreign banks. But foreign banks mainly they are doing as a representative office. They're just for long term. They cannot collect or deposit, and they cannot accept the individual clients. And also the NBFI for then banking also license and the central bank. But for the microfinance, it is under the Ministry of Central Bank is separate from the Ministry of Finance. We are under the Ministry of Finance. Now it's changed to Ministry of Finance and Planning. And under it, there is a financial regulatory department. So they are mainly our regulator who control all the MFI and monitoring. But all the licenses are issued under the Microfinance Supervisory Committee. Microfinance Supervisory Committee is chaired by the Minister of Finance, but one member is also Central Bank. So yes, other some agri development bank or some economics bank, government banks in government banks. They are also chaired in the committee. We also one member in the supervisory committee. So this committee issued a license, but to get the license, we have 2 steps. We have 8 regions and 7 states in the country. So each MFI wants to operate in this region, specific region or state. We have to get approval first from the respective government. And
That's state government.
State government. So only when they say yes, they have the lot of people who want financial support, then or they feel that we have a lot of MFI and their people are not over indebtedness or something. So they can refuse or they can they will not give the recommendation. So only when we want the recommendation from the state government, then we can apply to the finance department committee to the financial department to get the license. So it's quarterly visit.
So just the other way around.
Yeah, like that.
In our case, it is you first you do the central bank, you get the license, and then you go to the state. Here they have to go to the state first. Then they have to go to the after the state
Yes.
is there.
And
Control
also
the system.
all the laws and the interest rate, it's mainly go to the parliament. We have previously current now is the military government.
Yes.
But previously, we are already in the democratic government, so we have to get approval from the parliament. So, and also the, sorry,
Regulated, your fixed capping. Capping is.
yes, we have the interest rate is kept by the our regulator. Previously 30%, and then it's declining method at effective rate. But now past people the COVID, the microfinance industry is developed. So more access by the poor to the finance, and they reduce to 38%. So 38%, and we put for the service fee, it's 1.5%. So yes, and the loan is possible. But now due to the impact of current economy and central bank, although central bank it's not the right provision, but compared with the banks, they want us to reduce the interest rate. So it is a big issue now. Actually, we are lobbying and negotiating with our regulator, because the banks, we have also MFI with the only lending and also deposit taking. We have to call deposits, we cannot call savings, because central bank is like using the savings. Savings means public, the deposit means only from the clients. So if from the public it's not out. So we could collect the deposit from our clients only, and our loan size is also kept with the 10 million in local currency. In US dollar, we can see that about 5,000 US dollar. So your deposit from the banks also kept. You cannot get more than that. So it is recently reduced. So the thing is, as you know, current our country situation, foreign funds mostly they just extend the loans, new funds cannot.
After the military government
Yes.
took over, the foreign funds, the flow of foreign funds.
Yeah, it's strong, and also the as you know, also the EML, CPF, something it's also one issue. So that is why. And also in our the political matters and some of the conflicts in the area. So they are considering how this EML. And yes, we are challenging to get the funds from the international. But government banks also, or people not support that much and to the microfinance sector, because all the private banks they borrow with their collection. So even with the business, and unlike others, I know we learn from others, commercial banks, without like a longer collateral, you can borrow them, then back in Myanmar. They want the property collateral. So means especially foreign MFI, you cannot find land or building. So they do not have any property assets borrowed. So it is a challenge also to. And before COVID also we have two separate notebooks. I explained also before. New loans when we describe it's now is good quality. And but the before COVID and before COVID, you can see that those loans are still negotiation with the client. Some clients also they don't run away them for no time. So to decrease the loan book and to provide more services to the client is not a little, it's a big issue. Yes. So in interest income of each member time also go because of the quality, because we cannot prove that much or the international, especially foreign member times. They have to follow through the IFRS, and the food interest is also has to be strong. So means interest from the current local is strong. But government trying to make loan provision, it's 1%. Previously, we have different things, but now they try to make it 1%. Although this, we know that real situation cannot give 1% to the economy. So with it also now, it's only a few MFI can make show the profits, but if they get on to it, and our government currently they stop, they suspend the festival agreement with the foreign. So this is the one reason also foreign they consider to whether to give us the no or you know or not, but they just they must extend the no according to the government. So
So what kind of support can
Yeah.
do you need from this?
yeah, to here, yes, we are considering the funding support.
Funding
especially-
support.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to,
How many Indian microfinance working? Can you send the names of those microfinance institutions? To us?
Yes, we can, we have,
Maybe they are also your member.
yeah. Like Asa we have.
so Asa is basically Bangladesh.
Asa is Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Asha has.
Sorry, Lingai LOS we have.
Asha
Is Cambodia.
No, LOS in they have Cambodian and also in the in Myanmar, also they are based in
Yeah. Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Cambodia. The headquarters is in Sri Lanka.
Asha actually, Asha International is a Netherlands based organization, under which there are seven countries. India is an Asha India. And there is an Asha African is something.
Uh-huh.
So is it like that? Is it an Asha Myanmar?
Yeah, we have Assam.
Yes, NASA Philippines is also.
That's a
Yeah.
It's a Pagasa. Pagasa, there is Pagasa.
Okay, so what we can, so what we are doing, now we are getting a bit of like, we will once again revise all these things and send it to you. And not in this PPT mode, but in a write-up that this is what we have discussed. One thing I need to discuss with you a bit I will, because there is some technological glitch. So we are sending that in the past meeting, what we have discussed, so get the data from the members.
Yeah, what is it do?
Don't say data, information.
Information, fine.
Data is a very bad word.
Yeah. So what is it doing, right? All for information what you in the matrix, where they can also indicate the kind of support they are looking for.
Yes, so that's what we have already developed a format and we have sent it to all the, if you can please give me 5 minutes. I know that I've written your dinner and this thing. So what we have done that brief country profile. So Sangeeta, I'm reading this one. So outreach of the micro, so please try to understand. If you don't understand, please let me know. I will need to understand. So first question was outreach of the microfinance sector. How many people microfinance sector is catering in your country? It is not there. There is some technology, some writing. This is that cost. Second is portfolio of the sector in USD. What is the overall gross loan portfolio of the microfinance sector of your country? Different type of microfinance institutions predominantly working in microfinance space. These are very basic data we wanted. Then we will go deeper. Information, okay. Information. So then there is this different types of models in your country. Example, for India, there is savings-based model called the cycle group, credit-based model called this joint liability group, individual, non-group. We do have this kind of, so we need to understand that one. A paragraph on the policy framework of microfinance sector in your country. It may be single law encompassing all type of microfinance or different laws for different microfinance institutions. Please do describe. Please do describe if any microfinance institutions are working in the country which are not under law. Then sixth one is, do you have credit information company in your country, CIB? Then we do have, do all types of microfinance institutions share their data on credit information companies? If you do have credit information company. Focus area of the activities of the association, challenges of microfinance sector of your country to build up our agenda. Then your expectation from this nomina. What's your expectation? Then how can you contribute in the development of the network of networks? These are very basic information we want from you. Once we say you, but we haven't get anything from your end. I'm so sorry to tell this one.
You got it from Bangladesh?
No. Sangeeta, we didn't get from anyone, right?
Before I left for Delhi, I asked for some.
So you can,
Personally, we can send it.
we can send it to all you people and
And now as we discussed, specific interventions which you require, what we look forward for, like, for the next one. Prasanna said, this particular initiative, if you have to work out, we need to know what kind of interventions you are looking for. Then you can work out around that, some.
Yes. So there is a question, 10, your expectation from the network of networks. Your expectation. And then I also put this one, that how can you contribute in the development of the network of networks? You also have something that, okay, we will contribute this one. It is not always financial. It may be something more. We don't know.
I have a suggestion.
Please.
When you next time send, you send all three. Like terms of reference for this. Then it should be in the information sheet.
Check.
Can you make the information sheet one page?
Bilkul. That's all.
For the first time.
Don't return that. No.
Yeah, for the first time, we in one pager, and then.
We will build up on
Yes, we will build up, isn't it?
Agree? So we have done that one, so please do respond back on it.
Yeah. We will sign the MOU after, all this information together. We will prepare one MOU, which will be not legally or no binding.
Non-financial, non-legal.
Yeah, non-comical, non-binding. I think I have sent you one copy of that.
We have already
We
done
will
that.
MOU with other international agencies. So that kind of a broad.
So once more organization join.
They have to sign that one.
Once we have the information gathered from these organizations, then we will insist, somebody has to come up, no first. And then if we have 5, then we will say that, hey, already 5 have joined. Are you ready to join? So then we have to have, some kind of a threshold. So the threshold might be 10 or maybe 6 or whatever we have decided. But that is the minimum level. After that, we can say, now we are launching this.
Right.
First, we have to gather the information. Constitution, I think it is a superstructure, so
MOU will be there.
MOU will have some sections.
Yeah.
What we will follow, what information I can share, what information I will not. All these things will be there in the sections.
So anything.
It's a voluntary network, which is, and if it runs well, after 2-3 years, we can think about, making it as an association registered somewhere, so that we can get more legal, footings.
Okay, so any observation, anything?
You can ask it to.
Can
you see
that?
Serious.
Who's there?
Yes.
Kayan,
Are you there?
are you sleeping?
Mr. Chong.
Yes.
I'm listening, everyone. Sorry, the internet is not well.
Okay, so you are able to understand what we discussed here, we are able to hear?
Yep. I will review and I will share my input after discussing with the management team at CMA, and then I will send back my input from Cambodia.
So here itself we have Cambodia, we have Myanmar, Nepal, India, and
Bangladesh.
five are already there.
Yeah.
Earlier, Lao was there, and
Now we'll be there. Now we'll come.
Indonesia was also there, no? For some time. They had some problem with the internet.
Yes. So I think we can definitely make a beginning, and we can also bring in other Islamic institutions also.
Like MRA, why not?
MRA, EPSR, I would say CP, Navar,
Yes.
those kind of institutions can also be part of this.
Yes.
We can also do
They may not be the core member, but they will be the supporting institution.
Okay. It seems good to go giving very important. So, and that's the reason I wanted BBC to be here.
No, he is not traveling for last, even he has not gone to China.
Yes, sir.
He joined in the executive committee meeting, also be joining online.
If we had I been knowing that this is working, this type of thing, I could have.
No, I told Sangeeta that those who are not coming, you just send them.
She has said.
Sometimes
Like 6 o'clock, I don't think.
But doesn't
He's a
matter. We have
bureaucrat now,
started.
ultimately. The end of the day, he's a bureaucrat.
I am like.
I know, but ultimately, at the end of the day, he's a bureaucrat. Not like us, no, we have to.
So one thing, let me finish it first. Let me finish it first, please. Can I give yet 1 minute? So I would request Mr. Das for closing remarks.
Oh, I was not knowing this. No, thank you very much. Thank you. I think I should first, congratulate Gigi for, bringing this into the table. Actually, he sent me a mail first, and then Saibal come in, Sangeeta was there. So I think it is a good initiation. We do have many, this type of, as you said, the South. I know the actual nature of this organization.
BWDB.
Yes. So they used to do some program in Europe so that all of you go there. So it's a basically counter, but this particular superstructure we are trying to build is to really support the association. So their needs, understanding their need, how, because we may not have a lot of funding for that, but at least we can support knowledge, we can support with our best practices, what we are following in some countries. Exchange program also can be done. Even with their own money, the exchange program can be done. Your members can sponsor. So this type of work we start with, and then if we see it has a success, then we will go for implementing projects, bringing some funds. So I think I thank all of you for joining this. Thank you, Saival, for this. Gigi, you are a great man. So I thank our sir for coming at this, and then we also look forward to see your golden jubilee in rural development. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Mr. Kayan, thank you very much for, you must sleep by this time. It's 9:45. Tomorrow you have office at 8 o'clock.
Thank you, Kayan.
Thank you, Kayan, for joining. Okay, I think he's okay.
Thank you.
So
Thanks all this team.
if you want to.
Team Sadhan, huh?
See,
Team Sadhan.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I should thank all of you.
yeah. Thank you.
Now I'm not joining you. I have to go to my brother-in-law's house. And he has sent already a car. He was waiting.